Hello everybody. So we just pulled up here, see what cars we can get from here. They're selling everything. There's a bunch around back. Guy's been dragging them out with a tractor. There's a little Pontiac 1000, kind of like a Chevette. There's no Ford Aerostar minivan. And said I see some vans and a Bronco back there. I've not even been back that way yet. I actually just pulled up. A little Subaru station wagon. And I'm sure that's probably going to be a Buick right there. Got a Saturn here as well. Cadillac. Yep, the old Buick. I bet that's a Buick Century. It is. Buick Century. Hey. So, let's talk to one of the ladies that lived here. But anyway, the Cadillac front wheel drive. Little Ranger four wheel drive. Nova. Green Dodge there. I think we'll load it up while we're here. We'll get it loaded on the truck. Take it back to my yard with us first of all. And then we're definitely going to take this Nova. Well, this was the hatchback Nova. Some of these cars was trunk lid, some of them was hatchback. This one, the whole hatch raises up all the way back. The back glass and everything comes up with it as a hatch instead of a trunk lid. I've owned a few of those cars before, but it's been a while. This one actually came from Woodford Motor Company in Cookville, Tennessee. I remember back in the day well when all the car dealerships had metal logos they put on the cars. They don't do that anymore. Everything's a sticker nowadays. See if it's got a motor in it. I don't think it did. I was kind of looking through the grill when we walked by. It is a Nova Custom. Nope, well, we got a big snake skin there. We'll just take, if there's any still in here, we'll just take them home, put them in the collection with the rest of them there out in the yard. But no motor transmission in the Nova. Let's see if the Dodge has got a motor in it. I'm not sure if this is a Dodge or a Plymouth. The only thing I'm seeing, yeah, it's a Plymouth. It is the Plymouth. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it says Plymouth right there. Get the hood raised on this one. It's probably a slant 6 car. Yep. It is the slant 6. Hillside Hemi, or the Leaning Tower of Power. There were several names for these slant 6s. Like starter is off of it. I think that's the one we'll load up first. Go and get it back to my salvage yard. I just hate seeing old cars like this crushed. It hurts my feelings to see an old car crushed. Especially anything from the 70s, 60s, 50s, or older. I just hate it. And even the 80s are getting real hard to come by this day and time. We'll load this green car up first. I brought the blue rollback down there. We're going to get it back to the yard. They've all got flat tires, so I can't take two at a time. But then we'll come back and we'll get this Nova out of right here. And we'll go from there. I think there was some more around back here. Now I may even want this Pontiac 1000. It looks like a Chevette, but it's not a Chevette. It is a Pontiac. Basically the same thing as Chevette. It's Pontiac's Chevette. But it was called a Pontiac 1000. No motor. It does have a transmission. And like I said, around here was a few more. Big old van, Dodge van. A Camaro. They said the Camaro did not go. It's the only thing here that don't go is the Camaro. There's a Bronco. Still has a motor in it. This is a 1986 model with a 5.0. There's another old Ford van. They have been dragging a lot of these out. Way around through there, up through there, from way back in the woods back there. I don't know how many more are still back there. A lot of this older stuff's just getting harder to find, and I love it. I love it. We'll go up here and get this green car loaded on the row back. Get it headed back towards the shop, or my salvage yard. Sometimes I call it the salvage yard, sometimes I call it the shop, sometimes I just say back home. But that's the game plan for the moment. We've got her hooked up straight there now. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her on. Starting to sprinkle rain just a little bit on us. The rear end's wanting to go downhill, so I'm gonna back the truck up just a little bit and get a little better lower under the back of it. Yeah, it's a loading right up. There's another one on the truck. We've got her loaded on the truck, and we're fixing to be heading back to the yard. Get this one unloaded. We'll come right back, get that Nova right there. Let's take this one on in. We've got her hooked up straight there now. We'll go ahead and bring her on. Starting to sprinkle rain just a little bit on us. rear end's wanting to go downhill, so I'm gonna back the truck up just a little bit and get a little better lower under the back of it. Yeah, it's a loading right up. There's another one on the truck. We've got her loaded on the truck, and we're fixing to be heading back to the yard. Get this one unloaded. We'll come right back, get that Nova right there. Let's take this one on in. All right, guys, I couldn't film getting the green Plymouth off the rollback. It was pouring rain. I mean, it started literally pouring. But we are back over here right now to get the white Nova. Let's get it loaded up on the truck here and get it took back to the yard. And hopefully we can miss the rain again. I mean, it literally opened up and poured a minute ago. This one's going to load up a lot easier, not having to use that block and tackle and stuff on this one. These cars have been sitting back in the woods back here for no telling how many years. Do want to check that headlight bucket, door, whatever you want to call it over there before we leave, and make sure it's going to ride stable. If not, we'll take it off and lay it inside the car. Let's actually go ahead and check that right now. Just seen it look like it was hanging out. It's still got a screw through it though. Yeah, it should ride right there. I just don't like taking off down the road with loose stuff on the car. Take a chance of it blowing off and losing it, or blowing off and hitting somebody's car or something like that. Rather be safe than sorry. Take sticks off here as well. This old car is not in too bad a shape. This car here may be worth fixing. I have seen a lot worse. It's actually a pretty solid car. We're starting to get just a little bit of rust right here in the fender. And just a little bit back there in the lower quarter. But overall, I'm going to say this car right here is worth fixing. Got a little surface there and a little starting out over the quarter here. A little on the bottom corner of the door. But for the year model, I'd say somebody's going to want this car right here to fix it. We're going to get this one strapped down, head it back to the yard. And then we're going to come back and get this little four-wheel drive Ranger. 2.9 V6 automatic. It's gonna be the next one we're picking up here. I can get this hood up with one hand. I almost slipped in the mud. Yeah. 2.9. That's gonna be our next one we come back and get right here. Well, all right. I said Nova back to the yard. We'll come back and get the Ranger.